Hey, this is Mr. Evilcheese. I'm here to review the Marvel Select Wolverine based on the Wolverine movie that came out recently. And as you can see by this package, it's supporting breast cancer awareness or something with all the pink everywhere. But that picture on the sides is pretty cool. Well, yeah, time to open them up. Holy shit, look at this Wolverine. He looks pissed off. And that makes him very awesome. Because Wolverine is all about being pissed off. And this one really captures that more than any freaking Wolverine toy that I've ever seen. And back in the day when I was a little kid and I liked X-Men, I always was annoyed when Wolverine was not in his X-Men costume with his mask on. But nowadays, I actually prefer it when he doesn't have his X-Men suit on and he's just Logan, Wolverine, whatever, without the mask on. I definitely prefer him without his goofy suit on. So much more awesome. And this is based on Wolverine in the most recent movie, which was just called The Wolverine, where he goes to Japan. And that movie was badass. It was way better than I think he's portrayed in the other movies. I mean, he was still good in the other movies, and, you know, Hugh Jackman does an excellent job. But that movie just was awesome. It wasn't ridiculous. It didn't throw in random characters just to throw them in. It was just a really good story. I loved it. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it was still a really cool movie. A while back, I did a review of the Marvel Select Venom, the one that comes with all the different heads and hands and stuff, and said that that was probably the best Venom figure that was ever made. And I think this is probably the best Wolverine figure that was ever made, at least for me, because some people I know probably would prefer him in his costume, but I don't. For me, this is the best one ever. Like, that face is just awesome. Like, it's based on Hugh Jackman, so it's not like the comic Wolverine, but still, you know, so what? That is just awesome. Look how pissed off he looks. The sculpt on this face is just amazing. And the sculpt on this, he's like got this slightly more muscular than Bruce Lee, but still Bruce Lee-ish body. Just ripped and fucking pissed. Look at that. The claws are actually not bent. Well, that was a little bent. But usually when you get these Wolverine toys, their claws are all bent and going everywhere. But this one looks pretty cool. Like the Venom Marvel Select figure that I reviewed, this comes with multiple heads and hands. And I will pop the heads off and show you the different ones and the different hands, plus his accessory. So here's the heads before I put them on the body. This is the, I'm kind of pissed. And then this is the, I'm pissed. And this is the, I'm fucking pissed head. So they're all really cool heads. All three of them are just badass, super sculpt, amazing expressions of Wolverine heads. Okay, time to put them on the body so you can see each one. Ah, I dropped him! Oh no! He's dead! Oh no, he healed. It's amazing. Okay, first I put on the, not as angry as he could be head. Get on there. Okay. He's just kind of like, pissed off, looking at things. Giving you the stink eye. Go ahead. This is the, I'm about ready to attack you with my many claws face. Or maybe the, I can't get this shit out of my ass face. Or, I don't know, something like that. But it's really cool looking. And once again, it's his screaming face. The shit is coming out now! Or something. Or, I'm attacking you now. Ah. But, yeah. I'll switch his claws, or his hands, because he's got some other hands. He's also got regular hands with no claws sticking out. And he also has bone claws. I don't like bone claws. I like that he has bone claws underneath the adamantium, but I don't like it when he doesn't have the adamantium. I mean, if it's a flashback before he got it, that's fine, but I hate it when they make him lose it. I don't like him to lose his adamantium. Damn it. Alright, here's his bone claws. This one's got an open hand. It's kind of weird. Sure. And this one's got the closed hand.
but they're in like a sort of a yellow. They're sort of bumpy, not as smooth as the other ones. So there's his bone claws, and there's his regular hands, just fists with no claws sticking out. And this one hand, well, actually both hands are open because he comes with a katana. Because in the movie he kind of uses a katana a little bit. It's kind of funny. Like, obviously the thing you would say is Wolverine's got 6 razor sharp adamantium claws. Why does he need a katana? But I don't know, it was just based on a classic comic story where he uses a sword, and he got training over in Japan and that kind of shit. So it's cool that he comes with a sword because it is part of his character history. And I guess you could say it has a little longer reach than his claws. So maybe these claws can be sticking out, and this one will be for a longer reach. But very rarely does he use a sword. But it's cool that he came with one. I think a lot of really cool customs could be made out of this. Like there could be a version where he has this, somebody puts a shirt on him, like maybe the white tank top or something like that. That'd be awesome. Even like someone could make some costumes for him, like X-Men costumes. That'd be pretty sweet too. Okay, as for articulation on his figure, it is very, very articulated. The head, look at that. You can move around his waist, and then his legs can go like that. You can spin here. Got a double jointed leg, or double jointed knee. Then his ankle can just spin all over the place. And it can also spin there. Same like the other leg can do the exact same thing. His arm, spin there. Elbow, can spin there and also go like that. So he is articulated as hell. Lots of articulation in this son of a bitch. You get all kinds of crazy poses in this asshole. Well, I shouldn't call him asshole. Kind of like the Venom figure. You can just pose him in about any random way and he looks cool. Look at that shit. I don't know what he's doing, but he looks fucking cool doing it. That's where the katana really goes. Pops out of there. As for the sculpt, I kind of went over the heads already. The sculpt is awesome. It's got Hugh Jackman's version of the hair. It's not as exaggerated as it's not as exaggerated as it is in the comics, where it just sticks up crazy. But still, his hair does it a little bit, and they captured the movie version of Wolverine pretty good with that. And like I said, he's got the Bruce Lee looking ripped body, a little more muscular than Bruce Lee, but still it's Bruce Lee looking. He's got these pants. Pants aren't super detailed, but they're still detailed enough. Boots. Got lots of little laces on there. The bottom's got the tread. So that's detailed. So that's a pretty detailed figure. He's even got little veins in his biceps. That's awesome. Veins over here. It's cool. He got nipples. Look at the little Wolverine nipples. Look at them muscles. Paint's pretty cool on him too. Lots of detail and shading, like in his muscles. This is not just one flat color. He's got all kinds of shading in between. And the hair's painted on. Hair's kind of Hair's not amazing, but it's good enough. One thing that bugs me about his eyes though, his eyes on this one are kind of pink. It looks like he's a little stoned maybe, or maybe he's got irritated eyes. But I think it's just on this one head. Well, that one's got a little bit of the pink, but not as bad as this head. Same, this one doesn't have any of the pink on his eyes. But paint job's really cool. It almost looks like there's hints of blood on his pants. I'm not sure if that's what that's supposed to be, but it's got like, could be like dried up blood on there. That's sweet.
Wolverine, look at all of my heads. I've got so many heads on my shoulders. How can you compete with this?
Well, bub, like this.
Now
that would be a great Wolverine movie. So, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and I think this Wolverine figure is the best Wolverine figure that's ever been made. That's just in my opinion, because I like this outfit, and, you know, I like the Logan version of Wolverine better than just comic the more comic-y X-Men suit version. So this is the badassiest Wolverine figure ever, in my opinion. And if you find them, pick them up, assuming that you like this version of them, because it is the movie version. And thanks for watching. And
Oh, damn it. Check out one of these other videos here by clicking on the picture or subscribing.